Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
Sorry, I knew I wore my glasses for a reason today. Let me just take a sip of coffee. I'm fixing that before we get going. Hi guys. Yeah, in case you missed it, this is what my what I look at when I'm doing my streaming, but that's not helpful for us. Why did it do that? Okay, right click, display settings. Sorry, I gotta talk myself through it. Identify. Make this my main display. Still not working. Weird. Will this one work? That works. What about this one? No. Okay, give me one more second. I gotta fix that still. Also, if you're coming back for the first, like, you think I don't do this every fucking day. Also, unless it's obvious, I didn't change this. Why would I change it? Why would I change it? Wait, identify. That's number one. This is number two. Number two, I want to make my main display. Now, work, please. Still doesn't. Okay, great. So that's fun. Will this work? No. Sorry, this is really not very professional. But we're nothing if we don't learn together. Properties. Screen 2. Oh, look at that. Fixed it. But this area is still under construction. Did I fix it over here? Fixed it over here. Look at that. Okay, I've earned my joint that I'm gonna smoke here. Sorry guys, I really apologize for that. I honestly do not know why that did that. I swear to God. I really do, I don't know. But the good news is that we have some court to watch right here. Off in Clayton County. Oh, I'm so glad I fixed it. But I'm going to move myself too early for that in New York City. What do you mean? Oh. For weed? I thought that it was never too early. Where's me now? I got to move myself over. I want to sit over on the other side of the ladies. Over here. I think I want to sit like... I want to sit here. Oh, smoking. Smoking weed? Well, it's never too early. It really isn't. Also, I made a delicious coffee this morning, and I hope that you have a delicious coffee. I don't know what this case is about, so let's figure it out. Well, I do know that it's going to be first appearances down in Clayton County, Georgia. Oh, I also know that there's been some crazy weather going on. Cray weather. So please be safe. Oh yeah, also am I 4 hours earlier than New York City? That's funny. I thought I was 3 hours. Isn't New York Eastern? Aren't they on East Coast time? But again, you're going to have a really hard time finding a time when I don't smoke weed. And I'm not saying that's a good thing to do, but it's just me. But for legal reasons, yeah, 3 hours. Yeah, so 3 hours. I'm already 3 hours earlier, Brooklyn. Now I wonder if your name's Brooklyn or if you're from Brooklyn. Dun dun dun. Hit play. We are doing daylight savings times. It kicked my ass.
All right, good morning, everyone. We are now streaming live on YouTube. Today is March the 16th, 2025. My name is Judge Erin, and I'm going to be the judge presiding over this morning's
She's
first
Judge
appearance
Erin,
calendar.
and I'm Judge Paisley, and we're presiding together today. We're going to have to skip her little chit-chat, though, because mostly I don't care, and I don't have time. So, sorry, Judge Erin.
For court-appointed counsel is true and correct, and if so, say I do. Tell me what your name is on the left, you, right here. What's your name?
Cardea Dixon.
Not you, you. Are you Anaya?
Yes.
Were you unable to raise your hand? Was there a problem?
No, my hand is raised.
Okay, no, I thought that your hand wasn't initially raised. Has it been raised the entire time?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you. You can put your hand down. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, nothing.
All right. Did I get y'all to say I do?
No.
No.
Oh, I have mercy. Go ahead and raise your right hand. We swear and affirm that the information that you're about to give to this court, as well as any information you provided on your application for court-appointed counsel, is true and correct, and if so, say I do.
I do.
You all put your hand down. I'll go ahead and let's do. This is only. Let me start with Anaya.
Come on, guys.
Okay, Anaya is coming up first. We're gonna guess. Like I said, you guys. Well, I maybe didn't say, but I have some time constraints today, so we'll have to stop it when we stop it. But let's have fun with it while we do. So let's guess what these ladies did. This is today. This happened 1 hour ago. Hot off the YouTube presses. Please don't take it down in the middle of us watching it, because I didn't download it. But let's just knock on a little wood there. Get your guesses in the chat. And the judge seems to be having a bit of a Sunday as well. Lord have mercy, she almost forgot to get them to do their oath. 007 saying shoplifting, Bev saying assault. I saw one above that, DV from Naybell. Not technically. We don't think that Naybell's done any DV. Hi, Donald. How are you on this Sunday? Shoplifted something, Brooklyn. Also, Brooklyn, I'm pretty sure I know a Brooklyn. Pretty sure. But I get what you're saying. My name Paisley is basically sort of akin to the name Brooklyn, because in Scotland it's a town or a city, and most people, like, if you can think of a big city that you live in and then a sort of smaller little city nearby that is named something, that's what it's like. So it is like calling your kid, you know, Brooklyn, or what's another one in New York? Bronx. Those are both names I've heard. I mean, where I live, it's a very, like, because what I want you to do is think of your city and then think of the next town, and that's the name. Yonkers, right, Donald? Exactly. So where I live, if you look it up, I live in the city of Victoria, but it's like calling your kid Langford or Nanaimo. Like, they're sort of unique, but they're out there. Anyways. Oh, that's cool. Brooklyn. Living in the Middle East. Love that. I want to travel to the Middle East one day. Okay. Anton, I went to school with a kid named Anton. I'm going to guess that she robbed a hair salon. Allegedly. In my opinion. Okay, go judge.
Oh no, I come over here. What? Did you say something? We're doing that. Yeah, order five, yeah.
Okay, Ms. Austin Harris, you have been charged with theft by shoplifting. That bond amount is $1,000. However, today I am going to authorize you to be released without having to pay any money to bond out. I do need you to understand because of that, and the charges that are against you, that you are gonna be required to stay away and not return it
Where's she gonna have to stay away from? I just realized I yelled that really. It is early here. She get a PR bond, but she got to stay away from the Piggly Wiggly. Is that a place? I've heard that recently. Tax, is that TJ Maxx? Target. TJ Maxx, abbreviated to tax. They don't really like that abbreviation. Target, a gas station, cellulite yoga pants. Walmart, Nabel says. Walmart, or her boyfriend's house. Well, she was shoplifting though, Beverly, so I'm assuming it's a store. I'm sticking with the Dollar General or Piggly Wiggly.
for any reason to the Walmart located at 2940 Anvil Block. Does that make sense?
Yes, I know.
Okay. You are not gonna have a preliminary
Ding, ding,
hearing
ding.
because
You guys
you won't
tell
be
me you
in
got it.
jail at the time in which the preliminary hearing would have occurred. I have reviewed your application for court-appointed counsel, but you refused well, it looks like, did you refuse and then later fill it out?
Yes, because they had a conversation with me and I decided to just fill it out afterwards, because they was
Okay.
like, you may need one, also give me reasons why I would need one, so.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
gonna be
filled it out
necessary.
afterwards, I refused the first time, but then I,
Okay, so let me remove that then.
Well, I'll give her that. She just admitted to learning. She said, somebody explained it to me and now I've decided.
All
So
right,
good job.
I have reviewed your application for court-appointed counsel and it is approved. She is ready to sign on dots, and then, of course, she needs that waiver.
Next in line.
Yes, go.
And then, ma'am, tell me what your name is again.
Ardea Dixon.
Oh my God, you guys, yesterday, Ryan Hall, very serious, was talking about some towns and oh, hi, bye, Carol. No worries, we're just hanging out on Sunday. If you ever have any cases that you want me to show, you can send them to me. Record them and send them. Or send them if they stay up. But what I was gonna say is that Ryan Hall, y'all, was talking last night, and there's a town called Dick, and I am a child, and so when Ryan Hall, y'all, was like, watch out for Dick, watch out in Dick, I just couldn't do it. Like, I'm a child, and I know it's serious, but I refrained from inciting spam in his chat anymore because I already got in trouble for that once. F in the chat for the hat. But I didn't think he wanted me to incite spam about Dick in the chat. Okay, Anyways, what did this lady do? Let's get our guesses in on this one. This is our second lady, the last lady, it seems. Before we get to a few of the guys, before we have to go today. Is there a dick command? I wonder. I wonder if it's growing. He says it must be growing, 'cause I have got my top off for the millionth time today. DV, DUI, abuse. Couldn't they change the name to penis? They should have been more. Maybe they could have just changed it to Richard. Right? Could we not have just gone with Richard? Anyways. Let's see what she did. I'm gonna guess that she trespassed at the airport.
It's fine with that. She's on your honor.
The more
All right,
you
perfect.
say
Thank you so
DUI, you
much.
guys, the more I see it in her. She looks like fuck.
All right, Miss Dixon, you have been charged with criminal trespass, family violence. I've set that bond amount at $1,500. You've been charged with battery, family violence. That bond amount is $4,500. And then you've been charged with cruelty to children in the third degree. That bond amount is $2,000. So your total bond amount is going to be $8,000.
Now,
You
guys,
are going to be
please,
required to stay away from
ma'am, hold on. Just remember, hi KTZ, thanks for being here. Now, cruelty to children in the third degree sounds terrible, but please keep in mind that that charge in Georgia generally relates to a child being in the house when an argument or incident ensued. It doesn't mean they were involved or the victim or even witnessed it. They could just be in the house, and it's a tag-on charge. So just keep that in mind. The fact that there's nothing else that indicates actual child abuse just tells me that it was probably two adults fighting when there was children somewhere in the house. Also, yes, I like our new command. Yes.
Angelo Newbin, and you cannot return to 207 Falcon Crest Trail in Jonesboro. I will give you the opportunity to go and pick up your belongings and retrieve that with a sheriff's escort. I have not made any ruling on the minor child that was present that day, so I am not telling you that you can't be around your child. I'm just simply telling you can't return to that home, nor can you have any contact with D'Angelo Newbin. Does that make sense? Can y'all unmute her?
My bad, Your Honor.
No problem.
Yes, it makes sense, but what if I don't have nowhere else to go?
That's not something that I can take up.
In the words of Judge Alex Manning, that sounds like a you problem, ma'am. That sounds like a you problem. We're doing pretty good, KTZ. Well, I'm answering for everybody. I've given the judge an unfortunate freeze frame there. I'm doing pretty good. My coffee is kicking in a little bit. I am excited because I got the next 4 days to spend with you guys just doing court. And, but I've heard tell that courts are off. I'm going to ruin these for you, KTZ, in just 1 second. I do this for everybody and it sucks, and I shouldn't, but I will. I've heard tell that courts are off for spring break. So anyways, these glasses are a prop. I love them, but they don't have lenses in them so that it doesn't reflect back on the big lights that I have in the room. But I do like them. I have better than perfect vision, humble brag. So I don't need glasses, luckily. And I have multiple pairs, but Cellulite Yoga Pants sent me some really nice red ones that she was like, you should pop out the lenses, but I like them so much that I freaking just use them as sunglasses still. Anyways, Yeah. Oh, thank you for adding that command. Cellulite yoga pants. That's awesome. Brooklyn says courts are in session on Tuesday. I'm not saying that all courts aren't in session, Brooklyn. Criminal courts, most likely, yes. But a lot of the family courts, you know, what you have to think about is the ladies, and it's mostly ladies that are scheduling these court hearings, the court coordinators, all that. They have often children at home. And so it's become practice for a number of courts to take a spring break along with children that go off on spring break. I heard multiple courts talk about, oh, what are you going to do with your time off next week? So my theory is that a number of them have set up the sort of spring break time to ease it on families, because camps and stuff are very expensive if you don't have childcare for children that normally are in school and you have to work. So that's, you know, I can understand why they do that. This week is spring break for a lot of places. My daughter's off on spring break as well. But we get 2 weeks here, I think. I'm not sure. And again, my daughter's old enough now that she doesn't need to go to camps. And I don't think that all courts do it. I think that it's just certain courtrooms have scheduled themselves a break. They might not be shut down, but for family courts and such, it's dependent upon the scheduler. If they don't schedule something, they're not gonna be live. So anyways, I specifically heard at some courts in Texas talking about it, and one of the court reporter ladies talking to them about it. So anyways, let's continue. And yes, the nerdy librarian look, that's right. Except my hair is just actually a mess, and I have a pen in here trying to like hold it up for a little less, I don't know, nerd and a little more like hot look, but we'll have to work on that.
That's not something that I can deal with.
No.
I mean, you understand the charges that are against you, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and because I am only able to view what is in front of me and look at what's in front of me, I have to make a decision based on what I see, right? And so I saw you shaking your head about certain things, but I can't take that up. I can't address that at this juncture. And so do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All righty. I appreciate you. I'm ready for her to sign.
Let it go.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Dixon.
Yes, ma'am.
I did review your application for court-appointed counsel and it is approved. If you're still in jail at that time, you're gonna have a preliminary hearing date on April the 15th, okay?
April the 5th.
Oh.
Will I get a paper saying that?
You should get a paper saying that.
Okay.
Um,
And then my court date will be mailed to that address so how would I do that? Is that-
so what you can do once you bond out and you figure out wherever it is that you're gonna go, you can always come back to the clerk's office to provide them with a new address.
Okay,
You can always change your address, okay?
okay,
But,
yes.
but just, if you bond out, you're not gonna have the April 15th hearing anyway.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so that hearing won't happen. You'll end up just getting if you bond out and figure out where you're gonna go, you need to change your address and then the new court date will go to that new address.
Perfect.
Sorry.
All right, thank you.
So I just checked. Spring break here is 2 weeks. It changed when I was a kid. There was like a time when it was 1 week and private schools got 2 weeks, and now it's 2 weeks. So they're ostensibly out of school until April now for the rest of March. There will be a March or an April break. I live in Canada, and so there's 4-day weekends all throughout the year. All throughout the year, and then they're off school from the end of June until the beginning of September. For like Labor Day weekend is the mark to go back to school. And if we can believe it, my child will be in her grade 12 Apparently you guys don't say that. Is it 12th grade that you don't say, or is it grade 12 that you don't say? We don't say senior, which is what I know you call it, but that's not what it is. Yeah. Hard to believe.
Sign right there, man. Sign. Can you bring up the next mail? Come on, guys. You already went about jobs or just down the line?
I would prefer to have all of the dots people.
We're gonna watch a couple of these, and then I got to get going around 11:15.
What's your last name? Lily? Huh? Lily?
My time.
Lily?
Sir, that's not gonna help your mask. What did you do, though? What did he do? That's the question for you. Answer me now. Tell me how he ended up here. Also, winter break might be long here. But go ahead and get your guesses in the chat as to what he did. Again, this is Clayton County, Georgia, and this is today. This happened last night. So think about what Saturday night brings you down in Clayco. Now, I've said Clayco enough that Presto should come, right? Presto should arrive. That's a chatter.
How do you spell your name?
Monique.
Oh, no, you're, okay, yeah, so your last name is Lily, is that right?
Yeah, just alphabet.
Okay, I know that they have him first, but he's not alphabetically first, so can I have
Well done.
Alamilo, Alamillo?
Tell me you're not
All right.
flexible without telling me you're not flexible. I'm aware that he's in front of me and he's just told me his name. But I need the person whose name is A to come first. That's weird to me. That is so weird to me. Okay.
Right. Mr. Alamilo, you have been charged with hit and run. That bond amount is $3,500. Fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer. That bond amount is $5,000. Reckless driving, $2,000. Too fast for conditions, $500. Improper lane change, $500. Driving while your license is suspended is $1,500. And obstruction of an officer, that's $3,000. Reckless conduct, $2,000. Improper driving on a divided highway, $500, and having defective equipment, that is also $500. Your total bond amount is gonna be $19,000. You have a preliminary hearing date scheduled for April the 16th. If you're still in jail at that time, you will attend. If you're not in jail, you will not attend that hearing. It won't happen. I have reviewed your application for court-appointed counsel and it is approved, okay? So you'll be entitled to a free lawyer.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
ready for him to sign. Are you Miss?
So, sometimes I'm like, wow, how come I get like my head, I heard it sometimes. And then I realize, oh, I've just stabbed my head with a pen 6 times to try and put this bun up. Stupid. That last guy was in a chase, and he sounds a bit like soft sit.
Mr. Baker?
No, ma'am. Big me. You Baker? I'm gonna get.
The guard doesn't know the alphabet, y'all.
I can't see Mr. Baker. He's pretty tall, or at least. Can y'all? Thank you.
Mr. Baker, you need to go to the end of the line. 'cause
Good
you're
morning,
tall.
Mr. Baker.
Good morning.
All right, you have been charged with obstruction of an officer. That bond amount is $2,500. Public drunkenness, $1,000. Disorderly conduct, $1,500. Terroristic threats, $3,000, and then another obstruction of an officer charge, $2,500. So your total bond amount is $10,500. You are gonna be required to stay away from Officer Spragley and Officer Grooms. You have a preliminary hearing date on April the 16th. If you're still in jail, you will attend. If you're not in jail, you will not attend that hearing. I did review your application for court-appointed counsel, but you did not fully fill it out. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
You do? Okay, and how much do you think that you earn each month? On average?
About $500 a week.
Okay. All right, I am gonna approve your application for court-appointed counsel, okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Hey,
Well, see.
American
I'm
Courts.
Oh, you need to sign? Yeah, you can sign. What's your last
Mr.
name?
Mr. Bigby, you're not next. It would be Mr. Barnes.
Guys, alphabet. What did he do, though? This is Mr. Barnes. What did he do? Hey, American Courts, we're guessing what these people did last night in Clayton County, Georgia, to get before us today. And some people are bang on. Also, yeah, what can you do with 500 a week? It's hard. Life is tough. I guess if your living situation is cheap, I mean, yeah, it's hard. Anyways, get your guesses in the chat. We have a couple more before we have to go. Drunk and disorderly. I think that's a pretty good guess, Rodney, on a Saturday, you know? Well, it's Sunday now, but it was Saturday. And these guys have missed church. I'll say that. All of them have missed church.
All right, Mr. Barnes, give me one moment. Okay. Mr. Barnes, you've been charged with battery. That bond amount is $3,000. You are gonna be required to stay away from Jawan Adedukun. You have a, I'm sorry? Were you saying something?
Yeah,
Okay, can you hear me?
yes.
All right. Did you hear what your bond amount was?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, you're gonna be required to stay away from Jawan Adedokun. You are gonna have a preliminary hearing date on April the 15th. If you're still in jail, you will attend. If you're not in jail, you won't attend that hearing. I did review your application for court-appointed counsel and you partially filled it out. How much do you earn in income each month?
You get a job?
You have a job, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how much do you earn each month in income? How much do you make?
$7, $7.30 an hour.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna approve you for a free lawyer, Mr. Barnes, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm ready for him to sign.
Ms. Barnes, go sign right here real quick.
All right.
Good
Get
morning,
your
Mr.
guesses
Bigby.
It's Big B. It's Bigsby. What did he do? What did he do? What did he do? Oh my gosh. Miss Carrie. Oh my gosh. We love to see you. Can you remind Creed to allow me to redirect to him? I've asked like 77 times. I know he's been busy. But if you do that, I am happy to redirect over to the slots. And it's not hard to do, I promise. I know how to do it. He should just turn it on for everybody for YouTube. Anyways, glad to see you. And yeah, getting the guesses in. Hope that, yeah, we got a jackpot. No redirect. He will probably have to get Grotto to do that. Oh my. Okay. Well, I've asked Grotto twice. Anyways, I just like to help out my fellow YouTubers. You know how it goes. The boys. Our Mikey could do it, I'm sure, but you know, they all so busy. Everybody's so busy these days and so creative. Anyways, let's figure out what Mr. Bigsby did. When does slots and sluts services start? Ooh, that's a lot of S's. When do they start? I think we have a command for we got a jackpot. I think it's under It might be under slots, but it is or it might be Mikey. I remember that it says something like, want to see what Creed does while Mikey hangs out here with us. And then it links over to there. I think. We have hundreds of commands. I don't remember them all.
Six, please.
All right, Mr. Bigby, you have been charged with expired tag. That bond amount is $500. Operating a vehicle without insurance, that bond amount is $1,000. Reckless driving, $2,000. And then fleeing or attempting to elude police, that is $5,000. So your total bond amount is $8,500. You have a preliminary hearing on April the 16th, 2025. And I have reviewed your application for court-appointed counsel, and you are not approved based on the amount of income that you make. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm ready for him to sign. Best of luck to you, Mr. Bigby.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Hey, hold on.
Wow. I know, Miss Carrie. If anybody, did you guys watch slap fights last night? Quite the lineup. What did you
It
do
should
with
be
the double barrel,
Chandler
Miss
next.
Carrie?
He's walking up.
Thank you.
We saw your man. We saw. Oh, sir,
right.
do up your shirt.
Mr. Chandler, you've been charged with window tint violation. The bond amount is $500. You've been charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, $4,000. Possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, that bond amount is $5,000. Possession of drug-related objects, that bond amount is $1,000. And then theft by receiving stolen property, that bond amount is $5,000. Your total bond amount is $15,500. You have a preliminary hearing date on April the 16th, 2025. I did review your application for court-appointed counsel, and that application is approved, all right? All right, I'm ready for
For
him to sign.
legal reasons, I can't confirm that I watched it live.
When is it gonna sign?
Everything she just told you. You understand anything she just told you?
He was cutting weight, right? Was he trying to cut weight? No, he was trying to gain weight, which is difficult. Not for me.
Yes, yeah.
For me, very simple.
So you sign up
But
for the-
not when it matters,
You always gotta make some.
says the
The
girl. who
next
ate
person
two
will be
cheeseburgers.
hurt.
And made 80
Go back
cookies.
to, go back into the six.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is so tough. I'm hoping that he takes some time to recover a little bit. We all need to take time to recover when we have losses in our life. It's difficult. But if we can come together to help him in any way and help all of us when we're having a hard time, that's what we're here for. But what is he here for is the question. What is that? Who is this? What did he do? I know, Miss Carrie, that's actually really tough. That, you know, in such a small, different niche sport, it must be so tough because the longer they're in it, they get to know each other, they get to be friends. And it must not get any easier every time. Brooklyn. Can I get his number? Can I get his number?
All right, are you Mr. Hurt?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You've been charged with possession of marijuana more than an ounce. That bond amount is $3,000. Possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute. That bond amount is $5,000. Possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. That bond amount is $5,000. Possession of drug-related objects, $1,000. Tag light violation is $500. Your total bond amount is $14,500. You're gonna have a preliminary hearing on April the 16th, 2025. And 1 second, Mr. Hurd.
That's a high bond. People, you gotta just listen. Don't run from the cops.
I reviewed your application for court-appointed counsel and it is approved. Okay,
Wait, say it again?
I've reviewed your
You get a
application
lawyer.
for a free lawyer.
Oh.
You did, okay, yep, and I'm approving you for a free lawyer.
Alright.
All right, thank you. You can go ahead and sign the screen.
Georgia don't fuck around.
Jones.
They really don't. They're very strict in
Jones by
Georgia.
himself.
Trayvon Jones.
No, that's not Jones by himself. Last name Jones?
Okay, we'll do 2 more. And then I got to go.
There we go.
And it's not because I have to
Alright, cool.
gamble.
Appreciate it.
No, I'm serious. I have to work. In case anybody's wondering, I'm not very good at schedules. Keeping them, very difficult. Find it very difficult. Especially if it
You
changes
still
all
up
the
here,
time.
Jones? Yeah, I should wait a week.
All right, Mr. Jones, you have been charged with
Failure to what? Failure to register nonprofit lottery fundraising. Failure to provide popcorn at a movie night. Failure to... Hot date, no. No. Hot date with the man who pays me money every 2 weeks. It's a sick relationship we have, in fact. Failure to appear. Aw, John, that's so sweet. You know me, I'm out for the little guy. I know how hard it is. It's actually really difficult to be a creator. Sometimes I make it look easy. Today was not one of those days. But sometimes it is really hard. And some people are really good at making it look easy. Again, not me, but better YouTubers than I. Schedule? No, I say schedule. Schedule. Schedule 1. I've got a schedule. No, OnlyFans don't pay no bills. Well, it might buy like 1 bag of weed. I just don't dedicate enough energy to that. And so actually, I guess I work 3 jobs. If we count that. I forgot. So yeah, 3 jobs. Cost of living is high. Like 70% of my income goes to rent.
to maintain lane. I'm setting that bond amount at $100. And then you have the possession of firearm by a convicted felon. Obviously, there's no wiggle room with me on that at all. So your bond amount is $8,000. Your total bond amount is $8,100. You are going to have a preliminary hearing date on April the 16th, 2025. If you're still in jail, you will attend. If you're not in jail, you will not attend. And I have reviewed your application for court-appointed counsel and it is approved, okay? All right, all the best of luck to you.
Thanks, Mario.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll sign it right here. Lily?
All right, last one coming up. I'll let his face get on the screen. I know there's only 24 hours in a day. I mean, this is a job. And I try and do it as much as I can. And then that other website. And then I have another job too that I work at. Oh, not everyone has 8K to rub together. Don't we wish we did, Beverly? Don't we wish?
What's your vote?
Oh, it's the guy we originally thought. Okay, so we're going to get our guesses in. This is our last one for today. But guess what? We'll be back. We'll have members only Monday tomorrow. I think we'll do it in the morning. I like these little morning streams. I know it doesn't work for some people, but hopefully it works for some of you. And then we'll have our regular afternoon show tomorrow. Also, tomorrow's TPO day. I'm excited for that. We got a lot going on. This week coming up is going to be good. It's amazing, Miss Carrie. That's very smart. If I ever play along with you guys, I happily play along with gold coins. And I I've come to realize, I mean, it would be hard for me to withdraw anyway. So I was like, there's not really a sense in putting real money into it. And I enjoy watching along sometimes. So, but I would like to win 8K, but I'm just not willing to outlay the money. Anyways, so let's get our guesses in. What is the last thing that this guy did? Yeah. Gold coin. I mean, it's fun to just hang out, but, oh, Georgia is very obscure with their laws, Sarah, but, you know, everywhere is. Oh, Stola Froyo is a good one, Miss Carrie. He could have. I actually think that he was at the airport. I'm circling back to the airport, and this guy trespassed at the airport and now is going to be banned. That's my guesses. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this will be the last one for the night, or for the day. Sorry, I'm used to doing this at night. But it sounds like Creed is going to be gambling soon. The link will be up in the chat, in the YouTube chat, so go check that out. Say hi, wish him some luck. I think there's some St. Patrick's Day leprechaun shit happening. You know, there was a leprechaun in my computer today. Oh, faked being a TSA. Now that's good. That's actually a good one. Okay. And, yeah, let's go.
Step down number 6.
All right. Mr. Lilly, you have been charged with simple battery family violence. That bond amount is $3,500. Criminal damage to property in the second degree, that bond amount is $5,000. So your total bond amount is $8,500. You are going to be required to stay away from Marcia Endos and Zakiam Lane. And you cannot return to 5910 Heatherwood Lane, Riverdale. I will authorize you to go with the sheriff's office only to go and retrieve any belongings that you have there at that home. And you would need to do that within 10 days of you bonding out.
Okay.
You have a preliminary hearing date on April the 16th, 2025. And I have reviewed your application for court-appointed counsel. I cannot approve you for a court-appointed counsel because of your income, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm ready for you to go ahead and sign the screen.
All right.
Yeah, and we're ready for that to be done, Judge. So as a reminder, slots here are rigged even worse than slots in a casino to make you lose. It is not a good gamble. You will always win money on gambling. In the chat. That's something that, you know, if I didn't have 3 jobs, maybe we would improve upon. But right now, we got a lot of shit to do. I hope I did that on purpose. Also, I fucked up the slot so that it doesn't make sense how you win. I just a little thing, you know. I know we were supposed to fix it. I was supposed to take away everybody's points too. I was supposed to go to America again last year. Last year became a bit of a cluster, to be honest, for a lot of people. It's continuing to cluster a little bit, but we're going to uncluster it and we're going to get going. So, like I said, go check out all the channels that we started with today, that we talked about over in the chat. Now I got the year on the mind. Do me a favor, like this video. It's very helpful for YouTube Daddy. It brings the freaks together, okay? There are some of us that want to be freaky quiet, but we need to bring them in. So YouTube Daddy knows who they are. We just need to tell him. Anyways, so do me a favor. Remember that I love you and I'm proud of you. And I'll see you in the next video. And go play some slots. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.
Ways down and ready to ride.
Oh, Miss Carrie, I'm gonna send you a picture of the necklace Cellulite Yoga Pants made me. You'll love it.